My people, man, what is up? It's another day here. It is Saturday in Cali, Colombia. Very hot. They say it's supposed to be rain season, but it's hot as hell out here, man. Dang, I mean, come on, bruh. Letting it get some rain. But, another day. Welcome to Off the Dome. My name is Darcy. Here we speak off the dome. Here, this podcast, we try to be authentic. We try to really speak, straight from the dome, straight from the thoughts, and try to, have some good discussion. And today's discussion is about decision making, is about my belief that there is no wrong decision. You can try to convince me. You can try and say, Darcy, you're stupid. Darcy, be for real. You can't convince me. There's no wrong decision. And I'm here to say that today because I think it's really important for us to allow ourselves to make decisions. And if we're always discussing, debating, arguing, oh, you shouldn't do this, oh, you shouldn't do that. I mean, how do you know what's right for me? First off, how do you know what's right for me? You don't know what's right for me. And second off, it could like there's not it's not that it's a bad decision, it's just it's a decision and it's going to help either way. So I always pride people on losing the fear of making a decision. Because when you're not making a decision, you're staying in fear. You are afraid of the outcome. You are afraid that this might happen. You are afraid it might be the wrong decision. But once we're able to allow our body to be relaxed, we're able to make better decisions, right? When we make decisions based out of fear, I know we are making decisions because we are in survival mode. But once we are able to even make tiny decisions, we're allowing our body to feel relaxed, we're allowing our body to feel at peace. And so it's important for you to allow your body to go through that process. But how are you going to go through that process if you never make decisions, if you overthink, if you don't decide, you're indecisive, So if you're in your head, you're thinking, man, maybe I should eat breakfast right now. Do it. Don't sit there and think about it. Do it. Maybe I should talk to this girl right now. Don't think about it. Do it. We have to allow our body to believe, excuse me, we have to allow our body to believe in the intuition, right? We have to allow our body to be free, to have faith in what we are doing in life. And when we don't make decisions, when we decide to not do something just because, oh, I'm afraid, or oh, it could be a bad idea, you're showing your body that you cannot be relaxed, you cannot be in peace. And so I promise that whenever you make a decision, obviously I hate to be this person, but disclaimer, but obviously I'm not talking about doing things out of violence, harming others, being negative. This is more of a moral viewpoint where we cannot live in fear. We can only live in courage. And so the more courage we have, the more happy we're going to be because we're going to know exactly what we desire in life. So the more decisions we make, the easier it is to get all this unnecessary things out of the way. Imagine you trying to figure out what to eat for dinner. Pizza, I don't want pizza, I don't want pasta. Choose one. Just choose one. And then if you go there, you eat, you don't like it, okay, now you know. You made the decision, boom. So a lot of times we get stuck in this thinking mindset, yes, no, good angel, bad angel, and it's very difficult to get out of that system because, you know, your mind is trying to prepare. Your mind is trying to prepare for what's out there. But we don't need to prepare. We need to trust. We need to have faith. We need to go into the unknown, jump, and let the world catch us. You know, as long as we are doing things with love, positivity, peace, the universe is going to allow things to work out for us all the time. So, this is why I preach making decisions. Decisions help with confidence, decisions help with self awareness, the more times we decide to do and not think, we're allowing ourselves to build that confidence. Because obviously, sometimes it's not going to work out and it's going to be a lesson, and sometimes it's going to work out and it's going to be a blessing. So once we change our perspective and understand that when things are working out for us, it's because we are continually putting in the work, continually making decisions, continually saying to ourselves, I'm in control. I believe in the universe. I believe in my life. And if something comes in my stomach that tells me I should do this action, I'm going to do it. Because why is this thought there? This thought could be from another reality, a reality we might not believe is possible for us, but the universe says it's possible. You might have to realign yourself, then align yourself, but it's possible. All you have to do is believe and make the decision. So it's really essential that we understand this, because people think, oh, the world's out to get us. That's what the people around you think. That's what people always assume, because what they see on the news, what they see on the world. And, society is programmed for us to be held down. It's programmed for us to not think in a way that is beneficial for us. We are programmed, to be, you know, addicted to capitalism, to be addicted to medication. All these things universe wants to distract us really from. So that's really all I have to say right now, is just understand there is no bad decision. There's no bad decision. And once we understand that, we are living in courage. We cannot be afraid of life. We have to try new things, have new experiences. And the only way we can do that is by making decisions. And the more decisions you make, the easier it's going to be to decipher, okay, this is good. Okay, this is bad. Okay, maybe I should do that. I'm not saying, to always say yes, because there's going to be some times where your body's like, no. And you have to trust that also. And that's also difficult for many people. For example, for people pleasers, it is very difficult to say no. You know, they grow up, I'm a people pleaser, we grow up feeling bad. We are programmed in our body that you should always say yes, you should always help, you should always put others before you put yourself first. And we don't have a type of discernment to figure out, okay, should I put myself first? Should I do it? Because you never ask yourself, what do we really want to do? We always ask ourselves, what do they want to do? What do they think? What are they going to say? They. But we have to center our focus on us. And so, obviously, yes, sometimes you're going to want to say no, and that's okay. You can say no. Don't feel bad about letting people down. The idea is for you to be strong in your opinion and strong in who you are. So, yes, you're going to want to say yes 1,000 times, and yes, sometimes you're going to want to say no. And this is what happens. You're going to learn through your decisions. But if you're not making any decisions, how are you going to move forward? If you're just stuck in your head, you're not going to move forward. So it's important to understand that no matter what, every decision is going to benefit you. Okay, you might take one step back. That's okay. You're going to take two steps forward because you're going to learn from that lesson. As long as you have the perspective that you are trying to learn from the decisions you make, you're going to do amazing. Okay, so this is kind of a short video, but I just want to say I love you guys, and don't be afraid to jump. Don't be afraid of the unknown. There are so many good things out there in the universe, and we don't even know what's out there for us. We haven't met all of our friends. We haven't visited all the places. We haven't made all the money in the world. We haven't learned all the lessons. So it's important to continue to believe, important to continue to have faith, to love who we are, to love our decisions, and be proud of our decisions. Acknowledge that you made a good decision. Acknowledge that you failed. Acknowledge that you're learning. Give yourself the grace that every decision doesn't have to be perfect. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for the right moment. There's no right moment. There's only right now. So what you do right now is going to determine the future. That's all, man. I'm speaking. I'm really speaking to you, but I'm gonna keep it low key for today. Um, Understand, the more courage you have, the more you're going to activate your soul, your body, your mind, the more at peace you're going to feel, because you're just going to get to those decisions faster. It's just going to be a lot easier. Obviously things take time, things take practice. It might not be done in 5 months, it might not be done in 1 year, because we have been programmed for so long one way. So obviously for you to unlearn that, it's going to take time. But start with small, simple decisions. If you're laying in bed for 2 hours, you're like, dang, I should get out of bed. Get out of bed. If you haven't eaten in a few hours, man, I should eat. If you haven't texted your friend in a long time, you want to talk to them, but you're afraid, talk to them. Say, hey, it's been a long time, we haven't talked, but I was thinking about you. And, obviously sometimes people are like, ew, you're thinking about me. But if they say that, then okay, you made the decision, it didn't work out, on to the next. So that's kind of my mindset with this. And I just want you guys to understand that, if you're not making decisions in life, if you're afraid of what your body is trying to tell you, we have to change that. So I'm here to help you with that. Here to help you change, and we're going to the top. So if you're gonna come with me, come on. If you don't want to come on because you're scared, it's okay. Maybe there's another person for you. So yeah, man, that's all I have to say today. Off the dome, we here, we live. I love you guys. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Support the brother. And until next time.